right, welcome back, everybody. Remember this campaign promise from President Obama?
I will cut taxes for 95% of all working families. Because in an economy like this, the last thing we should do is raise taxes on the middle class.
So is this true? Will average Americans do well under the president's changing tax laws? Ronnie Deutsch is a tax attorney and the author of The Tax Lady's Guide for Beating the IRS. Ronnie, welcome to Fox and Friends.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's start with that promise that the president would cut taxes for 95% of Americans, meaning middle class and lower income people. Is that true?
Obama's pledge was to make sure 95% of all Americans do not pay more money in taxes. And guess what? Today it's true, Allison. But with our budget deficit and the financial crisis we are in, we will all see more tax increases in the future. But today that pledge has been true. So
in other words, we have a graphic of this, he has implemented Making Work Pay. That's giving many Americans immediately $400, $800 for married couples, expanding the earned income tax credit and educational credits. Those are things that middle-class Americans can cash in on, and abolishing the tax on the first $2,400 worth of unemployment.
You are bringing up so many wonderful taxation issues that all lower income and middle income Americans need to know. First of all, the Making Work Pay program is outstanding. Everyone is going to see, starting in April, more money in their paycheck. As you said, $400 to $800. But there's always fine print, Allison. If you make over $150,000 and you're married, you won't qualify. $75,000 single, won't qualify. Then you talk about the earned income credit. It's outstanding, but you've got to only make between $13,000 and $48,000. If you do, guess what? We're talking about a $457 credit, or if you have one child, we're talking $3,000. Two children, $3,600. If you have more than that, $5,000. So when you and I step back and say his pledge was to make sure lower income and middle income families are taken care of, he's done that with those programs. And education, as you mentioned, that's worth $2,500, Allison,
yeah, that's not
per
chump
student.
Change, right? So it's good news for those folks. Now,
yes,
for the people earning the top amounts in the country, not such good news. Let's
yes,
look at what he has said. In fact, we have a full screen to help people
wonderful
see this, and that is that it will allow the Bush tax cuts to expire, and that's the same thing as raising taxes. Then it will raise taxes on people making $250,000 or more, add new surtaxes on top of that, and limit deductions on tax forms and personal exemptions. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, I'm so grateful you're talking now about the group of people that will be most affected and will bear the financial burden of saving the world. If you make over $250,000, Allison, you're going to be taxed at the highest rate, 39.6%, whereas now it's only 36%. But more important than that, which everyone needs to know, surtax. I'm so glad you brought up surtax. Can you imagine, just because you're successful, you're now going to pay an additional 1% to 5.4% in a surtax? What else is awful? Deductions. Think about deductions. They're as good as gold. You make X, you deduct, you only pay Y. He is going to limit deductions that the wealthy take. What else is he going to do? He's going to raise capital gains taxes, which affect the wealthy. But there's so much going on, and it's so exciting right now.
Certainly for a tax attorney. And very quickly, when do these changes go into effect?
They are going to go into effect immediately. The Making Work Pay program has already started in April. The earned income tax is available now. Educational credits are available now. As far as tax increases, it's what you said. Bush's tax cuts expire. Guess what? 2010. It's all coming around the corner, Allison.
Ronnie Deutsch, thanks so much for explaining it to us. You did a great job
of
breaking it down nicely.